Now, I confess I've probably seen too many Hollywood movies, but recently when I interviewed great operatic tenor Luciano Pavarotti, I was curious how he was discovered. Now, I think I know how Hollywood would have engineered it. He would have been a street urchin in Italy, and somebody would have heard this kid singing at the top of his lungs and said, that kid should be in opera. So when I asked Luciano Pavarotti how he got started, I was curious if it happened at all like I think Hollywood would have had it.
My father is a tenor, and then, of course, I try to imitate him, and it come out very easy than imitating a tenor. The voices come out tenor, and then I remember that I never missed one movie of Mario Lanza, and after that, going home in front of the mirror to try to do the same thing, and it was not easy, but I think it was a great inspiration, either from my father, either from Mario Lanza.
Now, you said your father was a tenor, but an amateur tenor? I mean, or did he make his living?
Still now, he has a beautiful voice. He's going to be 70 in November, and he has a great tenor voice. No, living from, he was a baker. It was a baker, then he sang in the church and in the choir of the city on Sunday and Saturday. And I began to do the same thing with him, singing in the choir of the children first, and then in the choir of the men, and then I began my profession by myself.
But I read somewhere that you were teaching, and you taught for a number of years before you became...
A couple of years.
Yeah.
A couple of years, and a couple of years I sell insurance.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you sell me a policy right now?
Well, depends how old you are and how much you want, you know.
No, I can't.
I was very convincing.
Really?
I was making a very good living.
Life insurance policies?
Yes, life insurance.
Do you think there are unknowns around who have better voices than you today, who are undiscovered?
Well, the voices is not the only thing who exists, because I remember that when I was at school, I think there was at least 5 or 6 tenor voices better than mine.
Really?
But voices what's mean voices? Voices mean sound. Then my father has a better voice than mine, than probably other people. But voices alone is nothing. I enjoy myself. I really like public, and that is something that you don't buy. There is people who goes out there, they don't enjoy, and the audience realize immediately. There is not this kind of relation. Then they can be fantastic singer, they can do fantastic opera, but the moment they go out with the face in front of the audience to say, here we are, you and me, let's play cards, let's play something.
Tenors.
Let's play tenor, yes. Tenor, not just tenor. Let's play tenor. That you must be very convinced. You must totally believe in what you are doing.
The word temperamental, we always think of that, at least in America, where there's some unsophistication about opera is concerned. The word temperamental is used to quite often describe men like you in your position. What do you think of that word?
First of all, explain to me what is temperamental in terms of my position, for example. If temperamental is, then I would like the thing made in my way. When we talk about artistic thing, I am temperamental, because I have my own point of view. And I think my own point of view is very valid, otherwise I will never insist. In any area, in the music and in everything I'm doing. I have a very clear point of view before I begin to talk. And I push my point of view. I am never temperamental. If somebody tries to fight with me, probably succeed after 2 or 3 times, and then we are both temperamental, but that is a reaction to somebody.
Well, why is it you seem so unique? I think you are popular, obviously, because you have a wonderful voice, and you're good, and you have a great performance, and you have a dramatic sense, a theatric sense. But there are a lot of other men in opera in the past who have had those things, but you are something more. You're something special. What is it?
I don't know, my friend. Many people compare me to Caruso, and I don't accept that, because First of all, Caruso, it was the greatest of us in all the time. Secondarily, he did have a darker, much darker voice than mine, completely different voice. Well, probably the only point in which we can be compared is then we probably both love the public, people, very much. And he was an extrovert too, very much.
Was he?
Yeah, very much, very, very much.
The incredible Luciano Pavarotti.